Hi! So my newest blog, Fine Line, is the one I'm going to be reading to you today. And I wrote it just about parenting this past year in a pandemic and the struggles I have had with that, as well as just in general, trying to figure out how to talk to my kids. So I do hope you enjoy. I'm going to read it as quickly as I can without any outside distractions, like my kids coming in the video. But let me know what you think at the end. Fine Line. This past year was a doozy, to put it simply. Figuring out how to navigate this global pandemic properly was a struggle in and of itself. Are we supposed to sanitize all of our groceries before we put them away? Do we need to wear a face mask outside if we're staying 6 feet away from others? How do we explain all of this to our children? That last question still keeps me up at night. It could be that our 4-year-old daughter, Kaden, was the perfect age to start asking all of the questions when this pandemic started, but it's been difficult as a parent to try and navigate those conversations with her. She is well aware of what's going on around her, but her innocent mind can't comprehend the magnitude of a global pandemic. And frankly, I don't want her to. When the quarantine started, we told Kaden that she wasn't able to go to school because there were yucky germs that she could get that would make her sick. She had no problem wearing a face mask because she understood that that would keep herself and others safe. Washing hands was already part of her routine, so there weren't any issues there either. But after living a year in the life of a pandemic, I can't help but worry that she thinks living like this is normal. Her first memories are going to include face masks and hand sanitizer. As her mom, that breaks my heart. I want Cade to understand that the way we have had to live this past year is not the way we are supposed to enjoy life. But I also don't want to explain things to her that are going to cloud the magic in her mind, things that will tarnish her view on the world. I'm walking a fine line right now as a parent. I'm constantly asking myself if I'm saying the right thing to my kids. Am I saying too much? Am I saying too little? The last thing I want to do is project any of my fears or anxieties onto them. Both Kaden and my 2-year-old son, Bruin, soak up every little thing that we say. Their minds are working a mile a minute and can retain every piece of information thrown their way. Talk about a blessing and a curse. There are so many things that were unintentionally ingrained into my head as a little girl that I've had to question over the years. Silly things like my dad telling us which car brands were the best, or my mom telling me a horrible experience that she had when she got her eyebrows waxed one time. To this day, I have never had my eyebrows done because of that story. Those one-off things my parents would say were not meant to stick with me throughout my lifetime, yet somehow they have. I can't help but wonder what things are going to stick with my kids into adulthood. There's so much of myself that I already see in Kaden. I don't know if it's her being the oldest or girl or the oldest girl, but she already worries about everything. When I see her worried, then I get worried that I'm teaching her how to be worried, and well, you get what I'm saying. If I weren't so uptight about every little thing, I'm sure she wouldn't be either. I've always been neurotic about time. I have to be early to everything, and my mind is constantly calculating how much time I have left before the next thing. I can't even blame this issue on my parents. There is no explanation for why I am this way, but when I hear Cade frantically ask if we are going to be late to school, my heart aches. I am poisoning her beautiful little soul with my lunacy. Parenting without projecting my problems. I would pay a lot to take a class on this topic. I know I'm not alone in feeling this way, and it's inevitable that they will pick up on some of our traits. I just wish my traits weren't so annoying. We are all experiencing life through our own lens. There is no part of me that wants my kids' lenses blurred by my own. They should have the opportunity to experience everything that life has to offer without my outside influence. Even taking the kids to see Ryan at the hospital was an opportunity to let them take it all in on their own. Of course, I explained to them that their dad was at the hospital so the doctors could take care of him because he had hurt his head. I didn't dive into it much more than that, especially because I didn't think that they would even be able to see him. When they did end up getting to see him at the hospital, they both embraced the moment in different ways. Kaden saw him and immediately said, why is Dad wearing a dress? Bruin took a little longer to gather all of the details in his head. He usually doesn't think twice about running to Ryan, but this time he did. He saw that things were different, and he evaluated what everything meant in his head. What I'm trying to say with all of this is I just don't want anything to stain my kiddos' sacred childhoods. As parents, I know we all want to protect our children at all costs. I would give just about anything to let them be kids for forever. Whether it's their mother's crazy antics getting in their head or the world around them experiencing unprecedented circumstances, our kids are filtering through all of the particulars they hear every minute of every day. If they could just find a way to filter everything good into their memory and everything bad out of their memory, that would be fantastic. Is that too much to ask for? Can you tell the camera hi?
Hiya.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Kaden.
Kaden. And what do you want What do you want everyone to know about you?
I like to play with you guys.
You like to play with us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Has that been your favorite activity this last year? Yeah? Yeah. What else? How has school been now that you have to wear face masks and sit far away from your friends?
So Harper is like this far away, and I like this far away from her.
Okay.
But sometimes I take off my mask inside, and sometimes I have to keep them on when it goes out.
Oh, okay. I understand. Do you feel like anything has changed at school because of the yucky germs and stuff?
Has to wear a mask because of the germs.
Yeah.
Like don't breathe it into your nose and like don't let them in your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. And go into your stomach.
Yeah, that would be yucky, huh?
And your stomach would hurt.
It would hurt? Yeah. It might make you sick, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Germs are pretty mean.
Germs are mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
And you know what the creatine is?
What?
It helps get the germs away, like wash them out.
Oh, really?
And then my little tubes. And there's a lot of them over here. And all the germs are right here.
Oh.
In your mouth.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you want them to know?
I like to play games.
You like to play games?
Yeah, with you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, I like to play with that candy cane game. Like you get the card and you see what color you get and you put your candy cane on the color.
Oh, I see. Candyland?
Yeah, Candyland.
Yeah, that's a good game.
I don't know what the name is.
Well, can you say bye to everyone and tell them to have a great day?
Have a great day.
Say bye-bye.
And don't forget, subscribe right here.
Someone watches too many YouTube videos. Subscribe and comment, okay?
and make sure to call us again so I can see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening again. I do really appreciate your support. And if you have any advice on things that I could talk about in the future, I would love to hear that as well. I do hope you have a great day.